Hey, hi, hello creatives, welcome back or to my channel. My name is Lindsay and today we are going to be diving into my February plan with me, and as usual we'll start off with my supplies, but grab a drink as I'm going to do here and your notebook, and let's get planning. So as usual, my A5 size Archer and Olive notebook that I've gotten from the June subscription box. Still lots of pages left in this journal, so still moving forward in 2023. We have two tombow dual brush pens, 636 and 620, a purpley color, a lavender mild liner, some Pigma Micron fine liners, my S-Gel 0.7 size pen, some washi tape, as usual, my favorite color purple, and some Forebears sticker subscription sticker sheets. I just kind of pulled some sticker sheets that were kind of that purpley vibe, as that is the theme we are doing today. Some papers, and as usual, as always, my Pinterest photos. And today I just wanted to kind of show you quickly on the side here how I go about selecting my photos. So as I scroll through Pinterest and I see something that I like, for an example, this one was the lilac flower, I tend to then search it and add a bunch of photos that I find that I like into that board. And then I go to the board, and in this board, if you scroll to the bottom, Pinterest will suggest more photos based on obviously what's in that board. So I'll go through and add, and you'll see here that there's actually a little plus sign on the bottom right hand corner that you can just go ahead and check off a bunch of these to add to your board very easily. And then if there's anything of new colors, like this deep purple is where I was kind of deep purple and pink is the kind of vibe that I was noticing on a lot of the photos. So I searched that to try and find some more that was, more suiting and more went with that aesthetic of the board. I make sure that the board is in a secret view so no one can see it quite yet until I let them. And as I look at the overview of the board, I will then go in and see what types of photos I still want to add. Sometimes there's even photos that I kind of remove that I don't feel like they look good for the photos. So, or I don't think that they quite suit the aesthetic of the board. And then again, if there's like the white and purple background or the white and purple photos, I thought that I could use a little bit of more of that. So that's why I clicked on that flower in the jar and just kind of found some more that had those colors. I removed some of them that actually had the pink color because I noticed that, they didn't quite go with the rest of the board. And I honestly just repeat those steps until I'm happy with, what the overall board is. If you click on when you're on your board, you can click organize so you can kind of see them a little bit more as I was doing there, which is quite nice to do because you get more of an overview of those photos. So that's honestly what I do to select my photos, and I create random boards, here and there as I see a photo that I like, or I hear a type of color that I really like. I mean, I know a lot on TikTok. I've seen, that I don't know if you've ever seen the page on your For You page, because we know that everyone's For You page is so different. But on mine, those rare color ones were showing up before. And that's how I came up with my Xandu theme April, I think. It was April 2021. I think that was like an Xandu theme. I can leave that linked above, and that was quite fun. But that was a random color that I saw in those rare colors, and that's how that theme kind of came about. And that's really all I do. I just keep my eye open. I was actually reading a book today, and it was talking about something terracotta. So I ended up looking up terracotta on Pinterest, and now I have a new board called Terracotta Aesthetic that will be one of my future themes. So we'll see what that one looks like and what month that falls under. So I apologize that I'm talking about something different than what I'm doing, but my February title page came together really quickly. I really wanted to go into this month still being my maximalist self by adding in all of these photos and stickers and everything that I love, but I still wanted to not overthink things and not take 2 hours to do this setup as sometimes it normally does. So this was about an hour and a half of footage. I think it was an hour and 16 minutes, honestly, that I've now crunched down to 16 and a half minutes for you guys. So hopefully, you guys enjoy the length of my videos. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of just be simple. Again, still myself, still showing what I love in my setups, but not trying to go too overboard of just, if I like something, then just start to stick it down rather than, trying to overthink something of where it needs to go. So I think that these pages came together rather quickly. I honestly think that the time consuming parts were actually like, doing the lines here of the calendar or doing lines of future board. You'll see that I actually have a new budgeting board. I'm thinking Pinterest still. I have a new budgeting spread that is different from how I set up January. I can leave January linked above if you missed January, but I changed it up for this month. But anyways, okay, so talking about the actual calendar spread that I'm doing now, I'm doing the same, just Feb, just because I thought that it would be easy. And, no one really pronounces February properly. Everyone just says February. Everyone forgets about that extra R. So I just wanted to just do Feb, just to keep it easy. And I really liked how I did the mild liner and the fine liner shadow. I really like how that looked. And I was really focused on using a bunch of washi tape in this spread. And I did top 3 on the side. I don't think I did it last month, but I really want to, have something staring in my face of, top 3 things that I want to happen for February. February is also my son's 3rd birthday. And, we're still trying to decide what we want to do for his birthday. And I go in and add these stickers onto this page and call it a day. Call it done. I use this page often for my bill payments, and so this is why I like to have the calendar boxes quite large, because I use them. I write a lot in them, and when I make payments and all that kind of fun stuff. So diving into my budgeting, I have done this page the same way almost since I started bullet journaling, but the right-hand side of just the four squares are how I budget for each of our paychecks that come in. My husband is paid weekly and I am paid bi-weekly. So I just like to keep track of, when we get paid and where the money is all allocated to ensure that proper money is put into our, mortgage account and bill payment account and all that kind of fun stuff. And then I like to keep track of our bills and when they're due, and I can check them off as I've paid them. And just any notes that, financial something pops up, I'm able to just kind of jot note that here. If we have extra income from something, if, we've sold something on Marketplace, or, just kind of extra income that we can kind of note to put there. If my baby bonus changes, I know it doesn't change until I believe June, but still I like to put those notes in there. And I like to decorate these 2 squares because I really can't do a whole lot of decorating on the right hand side because I use the full page. So I did a bunch of decorating on the left hand side. And again, for me, I kept this quite simple by not doing too much layering and just adding in a couple of photos that just, add to the vibe. And I really like how this page turned out. So this is my new page. This is last month. I really tried to do a expense tracker, but as I started filling them in, I filled up the page really quickly, and I was only not even halfway through the month, so it wasn't enough space to put all of my expenses. So I've actually put that just in a regular Walmart notebook just to kind of keep track of our spending. But here is more of a monthly budget dashboard, so that I'm able to see things in a monthly view of how we kind of did. So I have some sections that are, so the top left are to keep track of my income, and then next to the income is our debt payments. And then on the bottom of that page, I'm going to really try in February to do the 50-30-20 savings rule, which is 50% for your needs, 30% for wants, and then 20% for savings and paying down debt. So obviously, you know, a lot of people want to, and we might not be quite the 20%. I'm just really curious to see where our percentage is. So this is more of a total of the expenses that I keep track of in my Walmart notebook. I hope that makes sense. But so this is really just to kind of compress all that information into a, you know, 2-page spread to kind of see a monthly overview. So I didn't go over my all of my pencil markings in pen, because because this is my first month, not quite sure how I'm going to do it in terms of how I'm going to, you know, categorize things. So I kept it a little open for myself. But on the needs, I have our mortgage, food, gas, insurance, hydro, our Enbridge for our gas, and then my Jeep payment. And then for wants, I have like fast food, any shopping, mine and my husband's hobbies, restaurants, any entertainment, and our internet. And then for savings, we have our savings account, our debt payments, and anything being added into our sinking funds. And then a BTR, if you can see that, it means bank the rest, which with the bank we're with, we are able to, our bank rounds our purchases to the nearest dollar, and then that extra couple of cents get added into our accounts. And my husband has one and I have one, and it's just kind of fun to see those things accumulate. So those are the categories that I have in those spots. And then again, my start and end is for, you know, how our account starts and ends, and then our overview and totals. So I'll see how this kind of works out. I can report back to you and see, you know, how this page works out. You can kind of see when I do my setup for March, and maybe I can flip back in when I do my setup for March to see how February is going, to see if that page is working for me or not. Because I know for me personally, when I watch other people's videos, when I see some financial trackers, I like to see them kind of filled out. So I'll do that next month for you guys to kind of show you what it kind of looks like. And, you know, I might blur out some of the dollar figures, but at least I can kind of explain a little bit of how it's working. We'll see. Or maybe I can even do a dummy page and just put in some fake information to kind of show you how I plan to use it. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. And that, I can definitely do that, because I've always been so curious over how people budget for money. So anyways, moving into my memory spread. Again, this is an OG spread. I've been doing it since the beginning of bullet journaling, and this is my memory spread that I get to put something that I'm grateful for, or, you know, what happened that day, a special memory, whatever I want really. And it's just a cool thing to look back at and see, you know, just a one line of something that went on that day or how I was feeling. And as usual, next to it is my mood board. So my mood board, I tend to, when at the beginning of the video, when I go through the photos and start to kind of take them off screen for you, I sort them by size. And so that I'm able to kind of go to a pile of the size of the picture to see what I kind of like. And what I do a lot for the mood board is there's going to be certain photos that, as I'm doing the Pinterest, like I'm combining everything on Pinterest, and B, when I'm cutting everything out, there's going to be certain photos that kind of stand out to me that I want to put on the mood board. And sometimes I just have a separate pile that I put all of the photos in that I want to put on my mood board. Not to say that I fit everything, but stuff that I want to put on the mood board, I will put it in a separate pile so I know these are the photos that I want to use. So this one came together actually really quickly. I did not overthink it at all. I kept to my word of what I said at the beginning, and I just kind of, you know, had a group of photos that I know I wanted to use, put them on the paper in a way that, you know, in a style that I liked, quickly added in some washi tape and some stickers, and then just called it a day. And I love it. And if you've seen any of my other videos, my bullet journaling setup videos, you'll know that the mood board is my favorite to set up. And so now we're going right into my weekly spreads, which is the last spreads set up for this video. And these again came together quite quickly. It was just literally throwing in some some photos and not a whole lot of layering and just some washi tape and stuff. So this is a setup that I've really liked, or the layout that I've really liked, because I'm just trying to get back into, bullet journaling or actually writing in my journal. So, this helps this helps with a page not being so overwhelming by being completely blank. This is why I add in these photos and stuff for each week. I tried for the right hand side to be a little bit smaller of photos. Didn't quite work out because I know there's going to be some planning for my son's birthday. My son turns 3 on the 13th, which is a Monday, but we'll most likely be celebrating on the 11th or 12th with family. So yeah, and then I go in, add some stickers. I don't think I go back and add anything else. I started to do these little doodles on the page, which I really like doing because I've been adding them in my thumbnails and I really enjoy that. And I just kind of show you the overview of what this page looks like up close. Again, very simple, just some stickers, some washi tape, and then some Pinterest photos. And then I go in and do the final flip through for you guys. So I thank you so much for watching this video, especially if you've made it this far. You are the real OGs. Add some sort of purple emoji below if you've made it this far in the video. Again, thank you. I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of the things. The growth on this channel I've received in the last couple of months and just always is just, I'm so grateful for all of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.